welcome to online classes. Uh, Actually, we have discussed previous videos, that is ideal solution and non-ideal solution. Today, have to explain about colligative properties. What are colligative properties? Generally, the solutions properties which depends upon number of solute particles, but not nature of the solute particles. That is called colligative property. For definition, for colligative property, the property of solutions which depends upon number of solute particles. But not nature of solutes. Is called colligative properties. So is called what? Colligative properties. So these colligative properties are mainly four types. These are mainly four types. First one is RLVP, that is relative lowering of vapor pressure. Second one is elevation of boiling point or elevation in boiling point. And third one is depression of freezing point. And fourth one is osmotic pressure. These are the four important colligative properties. So what is colligative property means? The property of solutions which depends upon number of solute particles. For example, if you take two beakers which containing, that is, one is NaCl electrolytic solution, another one is glucose. This is 1 molar, this is 1 molar. The NaCl and glucose solution. So now, for example, here 1 molar, consider H2O. This is 1 molar H2O. Now, in which NaCl is dissolved, in which glucose, that is what, C6H12O6 is dissolved in it. Now what happens? This NaCl gives Na plus and Cl minus. Now it is didn't give any, means they didn't give any kind of ions. Okay, so now it is undergoes dissolved. So now the property again it is gives what? Glucose solution means C6H12O6 solution only. But here number of before it is one electrolytic solution, after it gives, here before it is 1 mole and here also what? 1 mole. After dissolving, it gives what? 2 moles of ions. 2 moles of ions Na plus ion, Cl minus ion. Now when compared to these two, which one is to follow the Colgative properties means this one NaCl solution is to follow the Colgative property because the solution is depends upon number of solute particles, but it is also, but here ions are, here the solution is not produce any ions, so that is why this is not considered as a Colgative property. This is considered Colgative property. This is also considered, but when compared to these two, Colgative property is more in NaCl solution, less in glucose solution. So that is here number of Colgative properties more. Here ions are less. That is Colgative property is less. Means what? The solutions which depends upon number of ions. That is called what? Colgative property. So how many types of Colgative properties? There are 4 types: relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation of boiling point, and depression of freezing point, and osmotic pressure. Now coming to first one is RLVP, relative lowering of vapor pressure. RLVP. So what is RLVP, relative lowering of vapor pressure? First of all, you have to know about what is LVP. So RLVP, relative lowering of vapor pressure. You have to know first one is LVP. What is lowering of vapor pressure? Lowering of vapor pressure. Here consider P0A, that is vapor pressure of pure solvent. Right. Now PA is considered vapor pressure of solution. Vapor pressure of solution. So the difference between vapor pressure of the pure solvent and vapor pressure of the solution is called lowering of vapor pressure. That is LVP, lowering of vapor pressure. We can written as that is P naught A minus PA. That is what the difference between vapor pressure difference in between vapor pressure of the pure solvent and solution. That is called what? LVP. Why the vapor pressure of the solution is less? So consider this is vapor pressure of the solvent. Right. Now here what happened? Now it is converted into vapor. This is considered vapor. This is vapor pressure of solvent. Now here consider, take the same solution here. Okay, so this is they form what? Vapor pressure. This solvent is they form vapor pressure like this. Now we have to add in which non-volatile solute. If you add non-volatile solute means non-volatile solute is to occupy the surface of the solvent. Then what happens? The evaporation is less. The solution means the solvent. Non-volatile solute is added means what? It is converted into solution. Now it is what? P0 A. Now this is what? PA. Vapor pressure of this solution is less because non-volatile solute is added means the solute particles are occupy surface of the liquid. That is why the evaporation property is less when compared to solvent. If it is less means take as a minus. Vapor pressure of the solvent is more. That is P0 A minus PA. That is the vapor pressure difference between pure solvent and solution is called lowering of vapor pressure. Now RLVP. So RLVP means what? The ratio of lowering of vapor pressure to the vapor pressure of the pure solvent. The ratio of ratio of lowering of vapor pressure to the vapor pressure of pure solvent. Vapor pressure of pure solvent is called LVP, lowering of vapor pressure. That is called RLVP, lowering of vapor pressure. Now we can written as what? LVP by, that is what? P naught A. So the ratio means RLVP is equal to the ratio of lowering of vapor pressure by vapor pressure of the pure solvent. Lowering of vapor pressure is what? That is P naught A minus PA by, that is P naught A. So now we can written as what? RLVP is equal to what? P naught A minus PA by P naught A. So this is called relative lowering of vapor pressure. So how to calculate relative lowering of vapor pressure? How to calculate molecular weight of solute from relative lowering of vapor pressure? That is calculation of molar mass of solute from RLVP. So according to Raoult's law, RLVP is equal to the mole fraction of solute. RLVP is equal to mole fraction of solute. Now we are consider x1 is a mole fraction of solvent. Here x2 is considered mole fraction of solute. Now RLVP. So RLVP we can written as what? P naught A minus PA by P naught A is equal to x2. So RLVP is equal to mole fraction of solute. Now we can written as what? P naught A minus PA by P naught A is equal to x2 means what? How to calculate the mole fraction of solute? That is number of moles of solute by number of moles of solute plus solvent. Now we can written as N2, number of moles of solute by number of moles of solute plus solvent. For dilute solutions, here N2 is very less than N1. Now it is treated as N1. Now we can written as what? P naught A minus PA by P naught A is equal to N2 by N1. So you know what is how to calculate the number of moles of solute? Weight of the solute by molecular weight of solute. Now we can written as N2 we can written as weight of solute is considered W2. Now molecular weight is considered M1 and N1 is considered weight of the solvent W1 N2 is considered weight of solute by molecular weight of solute W2 by M2. N1 is considered weight of solvent by molecular weight of solvent. Now substitute these two values here. P naught A minus PA by P naught A is equal to N2 means we can written as what? W2 by M2 by N1 means what? Into we can written as what? M1 by W1. W1. This is relative lowering of vapor pressure and that is mole fraction of the solute relation. From this you have to calculate M2. M2 means what? That is molar mass of solute. W2 means what? Weight of solute. M1 means what? Molecular mass of solvent. W1 means what? Weight of solvent. Now we can written as M2 is written as what? Yes, that is P naught A into W2 into M1 by P naught A minus PA into W1. This is what? Calculation of molecular weight of solute from RLVP. Now we have to know what are the terms. Here consider that is W1 is equal to weight of solvent. Weight of solvent. Here M1 is equal to molar mass or molecular weight. Molar mass of solvent. Here M, that is W2 is equal to weight of solute. Weight of solute. And M2 is equal to molar mass of solute. Molar mass of the solute. So you know that is P naught A. So P naught A is equal to what? Vapor pressure of pure solvent. Vapor pressure of the pure solvent. This is PA is equal to what? Vapor pressure of solution. Vapor pressure of the solution. This is about what? RLVP and calculation of molar mass from RLVP. Relative lowering of vapor pressure. So this is first property. Right. So what is RLVP means? RLVP means the ratio of lowering of vapor pressure and vapor pressure of the pure solvent is called RLVP. What is LVP? Lowering of vapor pressure. Lowering of vapor pressure means the vapor pressure difference between pure solvent and solution is called lowering of vapor pressure. From this you have to calculate what molecular mass of the solute from RLVP. This is the method. Okay na? So this is RLVP. Now coming to second one is elevation of boiling point. So next one is elevation of boiling point. Next Colbert property. So here what is boiling point? So here boiling point means the temperature at which the vapor pressure of the solution is equal to the atmospheric pressure. Is equal to the atmospheric pressure. That is called what? Boiling point. So solution means what? Here solute plus solvent means the that is vapor pressure of the solute to here solute here solvent and for example if you take this is solvent. This is solvent and this is considered solution. If you add a non-volatile solute, now it is called what? Solution. It is called what? Solution. The vapor pressure of the solvent and solution both are equal to the atmospheric pressure. One. So that is atmospheric pressure means what? 1 bar. So that is indicates boiling point of a solute, boiling point of solvent and solution. So simply we can written as what? The temperature at which vapor pressure of the solution is equal to the atmospheric pressure, that is 1 bar. That is called boiling point. So why the boiling point of that is solvent is what is the difference between boiling point of solvent solute you have to see. So if take graph in between temperature, okay na, and vapor pressure. Now it is considered 1 atm, that is atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure. Generally, which one when solute and solute, when solvent and solution, solvent and solution. So out of this, which one has high vapor pressure? That is solvent is high vapor pressure, solute is less vapor pressure. If vapor pressure is more, that is they containing less boiling point, less boiling point. Solution has what? More boiling point. Generally, volatile solvent has high boiling point and less high vapor pressure, less boiling point. Volatile solvent has high boiling points and high vapor pressure and less boiling point, whereas solutions has less vapor pressure and more boiling points. More boiling points. So vapor pressure is high means boiling point is decreases, means they containing less. Here vapor pressure is less means boiling point is more. Boiling point is more. Where the vapor pressure of the solvent, vapor pressure of the solution, both are equal to the atmospheric pressure. Both are equal to atmospheric pressure. Consider this is a point vapor pressure of the that is solvent is equal here consider. Right. So now it is vapor pressure of the solution. Now it is considered. Now this is a solution. So solvent temperature increases, the vapor pressure of the solvent is equal to the atmospheric pressure here. And solution also, our temperature increases, the vapor pressure of the solution is equal to 1 atmospheric pressure. Here solvent is considered vapor pressure of this. The solvent is considered here P naught, that is vapor pressure, no. So that is TB considered, TB naught, TB naught, and solution is considered TB, and the vapor pressure. So this is the boiling point. Now it is means what is the boiling point? The vapor pressure of the solution is equal to the atmospheric pressure. That is called what? Boiling point. Now it is, this point is indicate boiling point of solvent. Now it is indicates boiling point of solution. Now the boiling point of, the difference between boiling point of solution and solvent, that is called elevation of boiling point, delta TB. Delta TB. So solvent and solution, which one has more boiling point? Solution has more boiling point than solvent, because the vapor pressure of the solution is less, boiling point is more. The vapor pressure of the solvent is high, boiling point is less. From this graph, so how to define, that is elevation of boiling point. So elevation of boiling point, elevation of boiling point, how to define? The boiling point difference between the boiling point means the difference between boiling point of solution and boiling point of solvent. Boiling point of solvent. The difference between boiling point of solution and boiling point of solvent is called is called elevation of boiling point. Elevation of boiling point. So here elevation of boiling point is denoted with delta TB. Elevation of boiling point is denoted with delta TB is equal to, so which one has higher boiling point? So boiling point of solution is higher than solvent, that is TB naught. TB naught. So TB minus TB naught. TB minus TB naught. So this is the difference between boiling point of solution and boiling point of the solvent is called what? Elevation of boiling point. So here whereas delta TB is equal to elevation of boiling point. Elevation of boiling point and TB is equal to boiling point of what? Solution. And TB naught is equal to boiling point of solvent. Boiling point of solvent. So this is what? Elevation of boiling point. Then how to calculate molar mass of the solute from elevation of boiling point? As you know, that is elevation of boiling point TB, delta TB is directly proportional to the concentration. Is directly proportional to the concentration of the solution. Now your concentration means that is your C is equal to molarity of solution. Means what? We can written as what? Delta TB is directly proportional to the molarity. And it can written as delta TB is equal to Kb into M. Kb into M. Now Kb is called elevation of boiling point constant or molar elevation boiling point constant or Youblioscopic constant. Youblioscopic constant. If M is equal to M, so molarity is equal to M, molarity is equal to 1, then what happened? So that is elevation of boiling point delta TB is equal to what? Kb. Means what? Molarity is equal to 1, elevation of boiling point is equal to Youblioscopic constant. Then how to define this one? Elevation of boiling point is defined as the number of moles of 1 mole of solute dissolved in 1000 grams or 1 kg of solvent. 1 kg of solvent means elevation of boiling point is caused. Means what here? Youblioscopic constant is caused, or elevation of boiling point constant is caused by 1 mole of solute dissolved in 1 kg of solvent. 1 kg of solvent, that is called what? Youblioscopic constant. So here Kb is called elevation, that is Youblioscopic constant. Then how to calculate molar mass of solute from elevation of boiling point? So already you know M is generally that is delta TB is equal to Kb into molarity. So molarity is equal to molarity of solute. No, here M is equal to molarity of solute. That is W2 by W1. Here W2 is considered weight of solute. Here M1, M2 is considered molecular weight of solute. Here 1000 by W1. That is weight of solvent. Now delta TB is equal to Kb into, instead of M, you can written as W2 into M2 into 1000 by W1. What we calculate? W2 you have to calculate. Sorry, M2 you have to calculate. M2 is equal to, we can written as what? Kb into W2 into 1000 by delta Tb into W1. So this is molecular weight of solute from elevation of boiling point. Elevation of boiling point. So this is elevation of boiling point and RRBP. So first of all, you have to know about what is boiling point. Boiling point means the temperature at which the solution, vapor pressure of the solution is equal to the atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure means 1 bar. So this is solvent and solution vapor pressure equal. That is called boiling point of solute and solvent. The difference between boiling point of the solution and boiling point of the solvent. That is called delta Tb. That is elevation of boiling point. So elevation of boiling point you wrote like this, but elevation of boiling point is directly proportional to the concentration of the solution. Here concentration is nothing but molality, not molarity, molality. Delta Tb directly proportional to M and delta Tb is equal to Kb into M. But here Kb is called what? Nucleoscopic constant. So how to define nucleoscopic constant? Nucleoscopic constant means the nucleoscopic constants arise because of 1 mole of solute is dissolved in 1 kg of solvent. 1 kg of solvent. Units are K into kg into mole inverse. Units are K into kg into kg inverse mole inverse. So that is K into kg into mole inverse. So these are the units. These are the units. So nucleoscopic constant also called what? Elevation of boiling point constant. From this, by using delta Tb, you have to calculate molar mass of solute. So that is calculation. Right. So tomorrow I am going to explain problems based on elevation of boiling point and that is RVP. Thank you.